WWE is facing a major issue with Bianca Belair, and in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what that issue is and explore potential solutions. Bianca Belair, one of WWE's most celebrated and accomplished stars, is in a precarious situation. She's currently caught in the middle of multiple storylines, and it seems WWE might be struggling with how to handle her in the midst of some significant challenges. First and foremost, let's talk about the ongoing mystery surrounding her tag team partner, Jade Cargill. For weeks now, fans have been captivated by the storyline involving a mysterious attacker who injured Jade. The speculation has been running wild, with many fans wondering who was behind the attack and why they did it. WWE has been keeping things under wraps, and while I'm not here to rehash all the details, it's clear this situation is complicated. The latest reports indicate that Jade might be out for a significant period due to the injury. She's listed on WWE's internal injury roster, and it's believed she could be sidelined for at least 3 months. This creates a major problem for Bianca Belair, who, up until this point, has been a central figure in the women's tag team division. Bianca is a veteran in the business. She's held multiple WWE Women's Championships, headlined WrestleMania, and proven herself as one of the most talented and successful wrestlers in WWE today. She's done it all, but this current predicament puts her in a very different spot. While she's usually a dominant singles competitor, she has been part of a high-profile tag team with Jade Cargill. The two had been building a strong partnership, and together, they had become 2-time WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. They were defending the titles against multiple teams across the globe and putting the spotlight on those championships. Bianca and Jade were essential to restoring the prestige of the tag team division. WWE's tag titles rely on the champions being top-tier talents, and that's exactly what Bianca and Jade brought to the table. However, with Jade's injury and no clear timeline for her return, WWE is left with a significant dilemma. Bianca Belair, who has been part of this successful tag team, now faces the challenge of carrying the division forward on her own, but it doesn't feel right. WWE has inserted Naomi as Bianca's new partner in the interim, but it just doesn't have the same energy. The dynamic between Bianca and Naomi doesn't feel as organic or compelling as the one between Bianca and Jade. While Naomi and Bianca have teamed up before, including during their joint appearances at WrestleMania 40, there's something about this pairing that doesn't resonate as much. It's not that Naomi isn't incredibly talented, she absolutely is, but the pairing just doesn't spark the same excitement. The issue is deeper than just an underwhelming tag team. Right now, Bianca Belair is in a weird limbo. She's part of a tag team that doesn't feel authentic, and she's also trying to solve the mystery of who attacked her partner. To make matters more complicated, WWE is reportedly under pressure to have Bianca defend the women's tag team titles. There have been reports that WWE officials, including Nick Aldis, have threatened to strip Bianca of the titles unless she defends them. This has added another layer of stress, as Bianca is forced into this situation of having to defend the titles while dealing with the mystery and her partner's injury. In the storyline, Bianca's goal is to figure out who attacked Jade and why. But in the real world, WWE is struggling to figure out what to do with her in the meantime. She's a seasoned performer, a multi-time champion, and someone who has headlined major events. Yet, right now, she's stuck in a makeshift tag team with Naomi, trying to maintain the legitimacy of the titles, while also balancing the mystery angle involving Jade. This situation is a far cry from the excitement and star power that Bianca brought to the tag team division alongside Jade. The tag team scene in WWE can be tricky. Titles mean more when the champions are big names. Bianca and Jade proved that with their run, but now WWE is left with a pair that doesn't have the same level of star power or chemistry. The pairing of Naomi and Bianca feels like a placeholder. WWE could have taken the opportunity to explore the mystery attacker angle more deeply, but by putting Naomi in this position, it feels like they're just trying to buy time until Jade returns. And this doesn't do justice to either Bianca or Naomi, two incredibly talented women who deserve better. Now, let's talk about the speculation surrounding the attacker. There's been a lot of chatter about who could have attacked Jade, and naturally, fans are looking for clues. Some believe it's Bianca herself, while others speculate it could be someone else entirely. I've made my stance clear in previous videos. I don't believe Bianca should be the attacker. It doesn't fit with her character, and it would be a massive shift in her alignment that I don't think is necessary at this point. But the fact remains that WWE is in a situation where they need to figure out how to resolve this angle, especially with no clear answer to when Jade will return. This brings us to the bigger issue at hand. WWE is in a holding pattern. We don't know how serious Jade's injury is, and we don't know when she'll be back. That uncertainty is causing problems for the booking of the women's tag division. WWE is in a position where they need to figure out if Jade will be out for 3 months, 6 months, or even longer. That unknown timeline is forcing WWE to book Bianca and Naomi as a makeshift tag team, even though neither of them really fits the mold for this type of pairing. So, what should WWE do? There are a few potential solutions, but they all depend on the severity of Jade's injury. If Jade is only going to be out for a few months, then WWE could stick with Bianca and Naomi as a temporary solution. They could continue to defend the titles and build their chemistry over time. However, this solution risks dragging out a storyline that doesn't feel as authentic as it should. Bianca and Naomi are both huge stars, and it doesn't make sense for them to be stuck in a situation that feels like a placeholder. If Jade's injury is more serious and she's going to be out for an extended period, then WWE might need to consider taking the titles off of Bianca and Naomi. This would allow them to focus on other storylines and give Bianca a chance to return to singles competition. One possibility could be Naomi revealing herself as the attacker who injured Jade. This would create a natural storyline where Naomi turns heel and feuds with Bianca, and it could lead to a high-profile match between the two down the line. This would add some intrigue to the mystery attacker storyline and allow Bianca and Naomi to have their own meaningful feud, while also providing a fresh direction for both of them. Ultimately, WWE needs to make a decision quickly. The longer they wait, the more they risk wasting valuable television time and the potential careers of both Bianca and Naomi. These are two of WWE's most talented women, and they shouldn't be relegated to a makeshift tag team just because the creative team is unsure about how to handle Jade's injury. Bianca and Naomi have the potential to be major stars in WWE, but they need to be booked in storylines that make sense and play to their strengths. Another issue WWE faces is the possibility of turning Naomi heel or revealing the mystery attacker in a way that doesn't feel forced or anticlimactic. There are a lot of moving parts here, and WWE needs to address these issues in a way that gives fans something to look forward to. Right now, it feels like WWE is just treading water, unsure of where to go next. In the long run, the question remains, what is WWE going to do with Bianca Belair? The truth is, I don't think they have a clear answer yet. They have some idea of how to handle the situation, but the uncertainty surrounding Jade's injury is forcing them into a position where they're booking things on a week-to-week basis. They're playing it by ear, and that's not an ideal situation for two of their biggest stars. As we move into 2025, WWE needs to find a way to fix this issue and give Bianca Belair and Naomi the stories they deserve. Both of these women have the potential to be top stars for years to come, but right now, they're in a holding pattern. Whether it's resolving the mystery of who attacked Jade or finding a way to make Bianca and Naomi's tag team feel more authentic, WWE has a lot of work to do.